Hi guys, hope you are doing good. Welcome to Electricity. Before we go ahead with this learning process, I request you guys to please hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, please go and hit the like button. It will encourage me to develop more kind of such videos. Usually take efforts to create these videos. I really appreciate if you can subscribe the channel. Okay, we will be learning today what is Siemens TIA Portal and how gonna we start start a project or start creating a project with the TIA Portal. So right now what you are looking on the screen is basic TIA Portal architecture. So you open the TIA Portal, you just because let me show you. I have a TIA Portal here. You just double click it and the first screen that will appear is this screen. So there are two ways how you can create a new project. Either you can click here and just create a new project, just create some name and click on create. So but I prefer the other way, which is I think the most efficient way, is by clicking the project view. By clicking the project view, and here the TIA Portal will, the complete structure of TIA Portal opens up. So this is the window of TIA Portal. I don't want to go through what like all the things here because I prefer we go ahead, we start adding the components, so you guys will be knowing much about this rather than spending time on going all those options. It's better I start directly with the projects, so it will be much useful. So let us assume a project where we have some kind like 10 IOs or 15 IOs. So we need to, the first thing we need to understand what are the components we needed for our system. If it is like 20 IO system, so what are the components? Like if you have like 5 AI, 10 to 15 DIDOs kind of thing, any stuff. So first we will make a hardware structure. So before that we just click a new project, call it as test for basic, and you can save it to any location you wish to. I just keep it as default wherever it is, or maybe I will just change. No, I will just keep it as default and hit create. So the video is so the project is created for you. Okay, now once the project is created, you have some options here. Okay, so before we dig into programming, first we need to add PLC or components, PLC and other components you need to add. This is how you do it. You just click on add a new device. Okay, it will take you to a window where you have multiple options. You have controllers, you have HMI, you have PC system. Okay, controller, we go for controller, and you have different controllers. Since this is basic, let me just explain you about 1200 and 1500, because 300 and 400 it's we will not be doing much about 300 and 400, because 300 is already replaced by 1500 now, and 400 also replaced by 1500. So it's better we focus on 1200 and 1500 in this complete series. Most of the focus will be on 12 to 15, so that's why I'll be discussing 1200 now, because this is a basic controller. You select a CPU here. There are multiple options in this. Okay, basically AC DC relay or DC DC relay. What this means is AC supply, DC inputs and relay outputs. That's what it means. That's what it means. Okay, so maybe I just go ahead with this one, 1214C, and click it, and hardware structure will open now, where you can add all components over there. It may take a minute or two. Please be patient. Okay, now that your hardware architecture is open here, okay, now you have your PLC here, and this PLC 1200 it all depends from model to model. This particular 1214C, it already have predefined IOs. Some IOs it's there, you can use it if this is sufficient. There are some I think 14 digital inputs and 10 digital outputs, if I am not wrong. Yes, 14 and 10 digital. Okay, And also it's not shown here, but as far as I know, this PLC also have 2 analog inputs, which is DC, not milliamps. It works on 0 to 10 volts. Okay, so now that you have a PLC, we have to add analog inputs, outputs, or DI/DO modules. So for this particular PLC, you can find the modules here. Maybe if you need to add analog input, just okay, let me pull it so it's more clear for you guys. So you have like different categories, 13-bit, 16-bit. So just go ahead with the first one, whatever it is, 4-channel 13-bit. Okay, you just double click it, it will automatically assign. Okay, now it's already there. And maybe you need to add DI, just open it, 16-channel or 8-channel, just double click it, it's sequence, it's take the sequence there. So this is how it is with the PLC. On the right side, all your modules will be there on the right side. Modules for DI, DO, AI, OO will be on the right side. Communication modules will be on the left side. I will show you how is it. So if you want to assign DO, maybe kind of another relay, you just double click it, it will do it by itself. Like if you want to assign any communication modules, maybe you're communicating with Profibus slave. Okay, you just click it, it goes on to the left side. So all the communication modules, you can do pick and drop also, or you can just double click it. Okay, when you double click it, all the communication modules goes on the left side, and all the DI/DO like iOS modules will go on the right side. So the way you do it, either you double click it or you can just even drag and drop it. So it's up to you how you gonna do it. Okay, so this is how you create a hardware structure, hardware architecture for PLC system. So now the PLC is here. Let me just delete it. So this is how you delete it also. So the things are here. We have AI, we have DI, and we have DO, and a communication module. As of now, delete the communication module, so we don't need it because we already have Profinet here, so we can use it if we need to. Okay, now the PLC is added to the system. Let us do a bit of programming. Let us understand about the programming blocks what we have. So to do any kind of coding, you have to access programming blocks. Okay, now here you have a main block where you can write, if your code is small enough or you want to just do the coding in the main block, you can go ahead and do here. Okay, the language that is supported here is SCL and ladder. So ladder logics, I guess you already, or some people are already familiar with this ladder logics. I'll be teaching more about ladder and programming in our future videos. In this video we are just focusing about architecture of TIA Portal, how we gonna add modules, how we gonna add system, how we configure the systems basically. So this is how we gonna do it. Programming part is done here. Okay, we are not doing the programming in this video, we will be doing in our future videos. Okay, and if you want to add a new block, this is how you gonna do it. Maybe if you want to add a functional code, just click on it and click OK. So your functional code will be added here. You can assign a name anytime you wish to, but I usually keep it as default. Maybe some name, that will be good. Okay, programming we will see, as I told you, we will see in future videos. But let us go back again to this configuration. Okay, the hardware structure. So once the things are there, okay, this is kind of PLC, and the important parameters which you need to define here are, first definitely you have to assign for internet address. Okay, so there is already some predefined address. If you want to change it anytime, you can change. Okay, and now the PLC is configured, kind of way it is configured already. But in usual with PLC there is also an HMI. For every project there is an HMI. So if you want to add the HMI, again you click on add a new device, select an HMI, I will go with basic panel. You have multiple options, you can select any of these based on your license or requirement whatsoever. and this is the basic. I will just go with 7-inch basic HMI, and now you will be uh, opening. It will open the HMI hardware structure. Just take a couple of minutes again. Okay, so now here you can assign the PLC, but yeah, you can assign by this way. Just click it, because as of now we have only one PLC. So I just click next. I keep all default. I don't want to change any of this there. I can change it anytime if I want to, but for now I just keep it as default. So now the HMI is also added. Okay, now if you go to hardware structure again, okay, you go to network view, and now you have to assign this to this. Just a moment please, I have to go first to topology, select, make sure to add subnet here. Okay, add a new subnet. Now it is done, it is already connected to HMI. Now if I go and click here, oh, I have some problems. Just a moment please, let me go to it. The communication port is different. It's a DP port, because what we have there is Ethernet port. So let us change it. Okay, this is what I want to show you. If you want to change the HMI, you don't need to delete and add a new. You can just click on change device and just again follow the same procedure. Okay, maybe here it is. Yeah, now you see you have Ethernet port here. So it different from part to part, but no worries. Now you go to network view, drag and click it here. It's connected. Okay, it's interconnected. These both are interconnected, so they're gonna communicate with each other now. Okay, so this is how you create a create a project. And for creating a program, we will be looking in our future videos. If you like this video, if you have any comments, please drop down in the comment section. I'll be responding to all your comments immediately, no problem. And if you want to learn more about this hardware structure, please drop me in comments. Thank you so much. Please hit subscribe and like button. It will really appreciate. I really appreciate, and it will encourage me to create more such of videos. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.